I am Friendy, and I'm here for my first stream of Monday. Mystery Monday, actually. Ow! I'll be continuing some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hi, Mr. Swiss Cheese. Hi, Pokefan. Hi, Eyes. How you guys doing? Thank you for the welcome plushies and the welcome rinse. Alright, I'm hydrated. I'm ready. Let us continue. I believe we were on to something. I can't remember exactly what. There was a revelation coming. Okay. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure where we were, because we were trying to prove that Marshall broke into the evidence room and was the one that attacked Officer Meekins. Can you truly be ready for Phoenix right now? Never. Right. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Who? Chief Prosecutor Lena Skye. Oh, we played right into your hands, did we? Marshall was the one who broke in, but Edgeworth is saying that paints your client into a corner. Makes sense. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. No! Stop it, Edgeworth! Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. It's because of the two deaths. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. Shut up, Marshall. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lena Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable, is it? Edgeworth, that's a stretch. It's a huge stretch. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. I rest my case. I think you meant completely contestable, but sure. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Is there no room for doubt, Judge? Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security cameras tape really was faked. But I didn't realize, yeah, that we've screwed ourselves over. Disproving one murder clearly proves another. Of course it does. That would end up proving Lana guilty. It doesn't, though. It doesn't. No. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Objection! 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 Hold it! Sorry? Oh! What a twist. Your Honor, wait! Emma? The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. What do you got? Right? What do you mean, right? Wait, Emma, did you not have anything? Did you just sneak up, like crawl along the floor and hide behind the behind the witness bench, and then you just push Marshall out of the way? And without a plan? We're like, of course we have something to prove that Lana's innocent. No. Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor? In a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't know if he's gonna let it happen, but I feel like he's gonna put out a stopwatch. She knocked out Marshall or something. Cut Marshall dead on the floor. I was scientifically shoved down a flight of stairs onto a pile of scientific knives. I don't want to leave any loose ends. Aw. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. He's so generous! Gone reduced to atoms. I mean, I can't even see any instance of him anywhere. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left me only one thing, the other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it, right? No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again. That's what you were doing this whole time? Oh my goodness. In honor of his sacrifice, this courtroom should now be known as Texas. I miss that. So, did you find something? No. What? Huh? Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Phoenix, help. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional who's only participated in like 4 cases. If anyone could save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, oh no. Professional enough. Does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Okay. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Okay. It is troubling because Marshall may or may not have touched his own locker with a gloved hand with blood. So then why... Or was he wearing gloves? He's not just a professional attorney. He's a himbo attorney. Okay, so looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Yeah, that was behind the badger. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... Please answer my question, Miss Wright. We don't have all day. Oh no. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed wait, if ever I need to concentrate my one brain cell, it's now. Okay. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I mean, I really find this hilarious when they pop up this. I object. There's no problem. There's always something. I don't know what it is, though. Don't want to overheat the brain cell emergency cooling stat. Thank you. Okay. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. Oh, does it? What kind of contradiction? Do you know? Or are you just gonna... The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You already said it? Oh yeah, okay, so there's like a gloved hand. It's behind the badger. Okay, it's gotta be the badger. You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plants. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yeah, it's missing the badger. Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. What is it? Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes. Something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. I am, of course, doing everything in my power to buy time. Yes, it is the badger case. I apologize if I pronounce your name wrong. Is it Hamura? I'm not sure about... Is it Hamurance? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, and he loves the badger song so very much. It does not irritate her at all. She embraces the badgers. Wonder and glory. This case gives me nightmares. Hamura from Madoka and anime. Ah, I see. Oh, I was wondering why it sounded familiar. That song will send her into a murderer's rage. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use. Oh god, he doesn't know! Same. How ironic the badger is about to save your case. The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans? Oh, I need... Oh, okay. It's the item. Hamura nearly topples? Xeon? What? Sorry, I'm not exactly sure. There, one part that made me mad. Oh, the one part, yeah. Okay, so definitely it's got to be this. I'm putting all the eggs in the basket. You're still here? Where have you been? What about that piece of plywood? Oh god, please. Let me be right. Trying to figure out what. Oh, NTZ sounds. Ah, stands for that makes sense. Fuck those zebras. Oh, you. Hamura nearly tickles. Oh no, wait. Hamura needlessly tickles zebras. Ah, I see. There we go. It doesn't stand for anything. Hamura was taken. Oh, I see. The blue badger mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Oh my god. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not here. So? So watch what happens when we put him in. These people, God! Nick gets it. Marshall picked himself back up off the floor and seems surprisingly well despite the concussion he must have from Emma's charge. Yeah. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Okay, that is an issue. Oh, so my theory wasn't correct. Okay, because I theorized that Marshall, when he was hurt, he was wearing gloves and he had blood on his hands. And in order to avoid the security camera, he dipped behind the badger and he touched Gumshoe's locker. And then he, for whatever reason, went to his locker, but the partial print confused me, unless part of his glove ripped off. But there's no space for anyone to get behind the blue badger, unless they pushed it. Wait, he got reanimated off screen. The bailiff practices necromancy on the side. Alright, well, what? Oh my god, please, Judge, don't. Thank goodness, Edgeworth. Ugh. That's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a fingerprint on this spot on the locker. What? The ferocity in which his poncho just flew into the air. So that means... Nani? You can't see the 15 steak knives, the 8 cleavers, and a butter knife, and 3 letter openers in his back. Certainly made the sound effect of that. So that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma. On that afternoon... Okay, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on the locker. On that locker. Oh my god, thank goodness Emma, a high schooler, is here to explain this. I'm shocked, appalled, and question everything because of this revelation, or just in general. Yeah, just... So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in. Or after. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. Really? Is this that far-fetched? It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. Yeah, did we not prove the giant blood puddle on the floor? Because I don't think Meekins bled out that much. We didn't reach a conclusion. No, we didn't. He wouldn't allow such boulder dash, but all the other, skifuffle and outlandishness is a-okay. Skirfuffle? Hope I said that right. The problem is, the other time, someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. No! We just fixed... Oh. Phoenix, we just proved that he wasn't killed in there. No, not this. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. Can we all just take like 5 minutes and like go to the blood stuff, right? And just test to see whose blood is what? Because this would all be solved. Because that giant puddle on the floor, is it Goodman's blood? Because if it is, then this would all be... this would be fine. And then we could see if it's Marshall's blood on the handprint or not. Okay, well, we proved he wasn't killed by Meekins. I mean, that did have a point, I guess. But if he was killed there, it helps your case. It does, but I'm confused now. I think I slipped on a pool of blood, as I have lost track of what's going on. That's what it feels like. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, it does not explain the blood mark found on the locker or the giant pool of blood on the floor. So then, assuming this murder you purported really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that prove when it occurred. When did the first incident occur? Okay, so to summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in the evidence room. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? Oh no. What shows when the first crime took place? Oh no. Wait. If you can determine that Lana never entered the evidence room and that Goodman was murdered there, then Lana is innocent. The former should be easy with the record you have. Okay. Attorney's bad, obviously. Rule of cool. If only. Okay. So let's think about this. The SL9 incident files are not gonna help us, I don't think. Because, there's nothing really here. The videotape, I don't think helps, because it doesn't show what happened earlier. This handprint doesn't help because it's Marshall's. The unstable jar, but it doesn't give us a time. The lockers don't think about proving the murder more than just showing someone was in the evidence earlier. Okay, so I have a theory. One, there was a broken jar on the floor, like the pieces were everywhere, and we haven't explained that. Goodman's locker was open, and it was left. So Marshall is very confused by the fact that he just opened the locker and it opened. Because he didn't plant the glove in there, so Goodman had to do that. So I don't know if that helps. This was the glove that was shoved into the locker to keep it open. This floor plans probably don't help. This doesn't change anything. It's Edgeworth stuff. Fingerprint. ID? I mean, we still haven't dealt with 77777 or however many sevens. 7 sevens? Yeah, it's 7 sevens. Who was that? The solution, the knife, shoe, picture. So I think the autopsy suggests that within an hour and a half of 4 p.m., Goodman could have died. So I think that proves that he could have died at 4:20, maybe? I don't think anything else does anything. Okay. Yeah, who is that? Wait, what? At least 2 people entered before Meekins. Yeah. So Bruce Goodman's ID was used at 5:14 by Marshall. Meekins used the ID twice. So Meekins came in at 4:50. So he put the badger in at 4:50. So that means that Miles and someone else came in before 4:50. So I don't know if... Is this the paper? Yeah, who is 777? It also gives you a time. Who was it? Miles? Call Miles to the stand. Yeah. I feel like... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. This document feels like the thing I'm supposed to present. Because it gives me time. Because everything else... Because the only other thing I'm kind of stuck on is the locker. Because the locker proves that someone was in there ahead of time. But, okay. I'm going to present this. And hope that it's correct. Because this gives times. Eek. Is this it? Please, please. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it, okay? And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card. Oh! The ID card record. Thank goodness. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Ah. No! 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 No, 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 no. Don't tell me I disprove Miles is guilty of something. No! Ah! M m m m m m m. Spit it out, Judge. Miles Edgeworth. Just what have you done? This was not my intention. This is not my intention. I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Wait, you think they weren't setting up for this with all the rumors? Okay, it all makes sense because, first of all, the body is in Miles's car. There's blood on Miles's knife. Like, everything of Edgeworth's, like, it all pertains to him, right? And I am absolutely certain their goal was to get him, like, to throw him under the bus for this, whoever killed Goodman, right? And then Edgeworth just happens to need to go get evidence. So he ends up at 4:40. Like, it feels like that was the setup originally. And now he's gonna be thrown under the bus as a red herring. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. Oh no. But do we remember why Edgy needed to get that evidence? Someone asked him to come and get the evidence. It was the chief, wasn't it? Because it was like the transferals, right? And he needed the screwdriver. For something. I don't remember the exact details, but he already explained it to us ahead of time. Wait, good news for Miles though. This helps pad his edgelord. Probably stole his wallet and keys low. I knew Gant was shady from the start. I'd say you have a new suspect. I've been suspecting that 777 is Gant. Oh no. No, wait. Oops, sorry. I keep hitting the microphone. No, but he's so nice. Oh my goodness. It's clear from the luminal test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Oh my god, thanks guys! Goodman just happens to lose his ID. Scraps his missing item card, or scraps his missing item card when Gant offers to let him in. Oh. How much was this planned? Okay, let's look at the chart again. There's only one other number card remaining. 7777777. Is that enough sevens? Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? My god, Judge. He lost his card. Someone let him in. Well, the chief of police probably isn't going to just murder on the whim. Yeah, I'm wondering how this worked. Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand. He must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7-7. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 77. Oh god. 77777777. That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77. Okay, I'm not gonna say this. The 77s belongs to someone with a high rank of captain or higher. Oh no. Someone who is so-called, or someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. Mr. 7, that makes sense. But that's ridiculous. Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. What? I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes. No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana? She's been sitting here this whole time? Okay, I'll write it down and make it, liable? Oh my god. Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number, and it's not Mr. 7. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In the trial 2 years ago, did you really only use, legitimate evidence? Did we? Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana? I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant! Just what are you saying? I'll ask you again. Do they just keep swapping out? That smacking noise was him just pushing her to the ground. I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Yes, the powerlessness of the Japanese judicial system with its 99% conviction rate. Can you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I didn't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana! Even if it involved forging evidence. Did you forge evidence? What are you, karma? See, that's what I'm talking about. No. No! Order! 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 Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the court would have to wait until the following day. Okay, so it became too much of a ruckus. We had to stop proceedings. Oh my god, the sound effect they picked for the crown. Okay, she was a witness to this crime. Might have been a little too personal for her. Oh. Save your progress. Yes. Okay. So we're saved, we're ready. February 4th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. offices. Let's go. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for it. The Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? Yeah, what's going on? It's all there in the file. Why haven't you read anything, Phoenix? You mean it was there? The whole time? Oh. Dang it, Phoenix. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Why? Who has time for reading when he needs to practice the perfect injection stance? What? He tried to kill you. Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Oh, so now you blame yourself. Oh. And that's why he went down, because you're because Officer Marshall was like, my brother would never have been taken down so easily, but if you're protecting someone, your guard, like, it's harder to protect the both of you, and sometimes you have to make a choice. That makes a lot of sense. So that means you. Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. Why didn't you say something sooner? Like, this feels like all this information is coming way too late. It is pretty important. Yeah, this dance is incredibly important. Oh, okay, we can ask. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was all alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seems like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I've never forget it, or I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Oh, suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture? Yeah, so about the trauma, can we just dig that a little deeper? So Emma got Marshall's brother killed and then pushed him down the stairs onto knives to finish them both off. Sounds about right. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. Protection of sister. So, falsified evidence. I mean, like... do you have to give a statement in court? Or can you give your statement elsewhere? Or, like... I mean, she saw it happen. Oh, man. Okay. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. Oh, man. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. Okay. At least in the US, you may be compelled to speak on a subject with significant paperwork, with the exception that you are never forced to testify against yourself. As well as potentially some like really high up national security secrets and stuff. Okay. But there's still something that bothers me about the Kurum. And she'd probably have to testify in court to permit cross-examination. Oh god, could you imagine this 14-year-old girl traumatized just like standing up there and there's this defendant who looks all sketchy and is like, objection! Your statement contradicts. Whilst also, I guess the criminal would be in the courtroom too, staring her down. Okay, so after the incident. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes. But I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. Oh boy. As far as the trauma anxiety aspect, there are ways courts can work around that. Counselors and stuff like that. Okay. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Okay, what is puzzling? What is puzzling? There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective officers and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell? I feel like we went over this. You called Marshall the chief prosecutor. 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Oh, okay. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? Phoenix, are you surprised? Everyone in this game used to be a detective. Even Gumshoe, who is currently a detective, he used to be one too. What was it? Star, Marshall, everybody. Everyone's been a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Okay. Phoenix probably used to be a detective, but forgot. So, if that's the case, we probably need to go talk to Lana, so I'll go to the detention center immediately. See what's going on. Oh, okay, never mind. So that is my alarm, so I'll take a quick break. And I'll be right back, and we'll see what the heck is going on. Wait, the parrot is actually the current best detective. Followed closely by Boo Badger. I would like to see the task force. Alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm back and ready to continue. Wait, did you say? Ow. Even Emma was a detective for a short time during a school field trip to the police department. That's why they. That's what they told her, at least, complete with a little badge that definitely wasn't just a sticker. Oh, so thank you for the welcome back, plushies. Alright, so now we're finally gonna talk to Lana and hopefully we'll figure this out. Okay, get back into position. Hello. Lana! Mr. Wright. It seems I keep causing you trouble. I mean, if you could just be honest and tell us the truth for like 5 seconds, please, that would really be great. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Would you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Sentences like these where, like, it's his last name. Throws me off. Okay, today's trial. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial... it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Oh my god. Who did you sell your soul to? Why do I feel like it's coffee? I sold my soul to coffee, so I could maintain those long nights. I knew I'd never sleep again. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me, it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said? About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Actually, how much of a crime is it to stab a dead body? Oh! Oh, maybe she did. Because Edgeworth was gonna take the hit. And then she stabbed Goodman, his corpse, to make it look like she did it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just wondering. I don't know. It could be nothing. Okay. Lana! I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Probably is. I believe defiling a corpse is a crime in some areas. She sold her soul to Santa, and turns out she's a bit dyslexic. Oh my goodness. Emma beats Larry Butts selling his soul to Satin. Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana get so phased before. Detective Lana Sky. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing! Oh. With her scarf flowing in the breeze. Coming on the scene. Yep. But the more relevant crime in this case would be evidence tampering, I think. Okay. Also, if she stabbed an already dead body, this is just the plot of a Smiling Friends episode, is it? Or more serious, I would say. Okay. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was... Oh, sorry. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever! They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed! Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Okay. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damien Gant, right? Or Damon Gant, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office? We led a team of the best detectives on the force. That's his picture. Just Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when That's when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Okay, first of the scene. Wait, hang on. Oh, sorry, I'm rereading stuff. Okay. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. Turns out it was Emma all along. She's been using Dark as the oh no! No! Why do you guys have to accelerate this? Okay, from there he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. No! This game. Okay. Sorry, I missed that one part. Okay, it turns out it was Emma all along, and she's just been using Dark as a scapegoat and guilting her sister And to cover up for her, Emma relished in the murder of Neil Marshall, and she had so many before. I don't know why I'm having trouble reading right now, but I could see it. I see it. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. This is quite a scene. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Oh god, my brain. And the bodies hit the floor, and the bodies hit the floor. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. Maybe Emma did kill Dark at least. Maybe. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. No, Dark was executed. Wait. Oh, yeah. 1, nothing wrong with you. 2, nothing wrong with you. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. 3, Judge has got to give. Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through. 4, Judge has got to give. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm? I don't buy it. What? What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But the case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes. His actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Okay. Interesting, so we're going to the police department? Alrighty then. Bye! Okay, police station. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We came back here. We can come back here later. Okay. Wait. Do I need to go to the entrance? How do I get to the office? Is it a separate building entirely? Okay, police department entrance. Oh, hi, Marshall. Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. What? What?
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. No! Not the cactus! See, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. But we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Nope, doesn't sound like you will. Let's go the trial. You know, we know Nick is just a good guy and one who, let's be honest, wouldn't realize you were hitting on him if you lifted your shirt. That said, it's fortunate none of the detectives were just sort of passed by every now and then in the police department comment on the fact that Nick always seems to be accompanied by one teenage girl and oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to see the obvious picture of an issue that is coming up. And it's not like Nick would be that kind of person, but I see it. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Like it doesn't look good from the outside looking in. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. Oh, no. What does that mean, Emma? Did you stab Marshall with your scientific safety knife in the dark and then passed out? It means it's a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, she's a scientific murderer. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? Phoenix. What are your thoughts? Oh, could it have been forged? Could have been concealed with forged evidence. We already know that there was forged evidence, Phoenix. Of course it was. Oh. That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
Okay, let's go, Prosecutor Marshall. Ow. I got the looks, but he got the brains. You guys look very similar. I don't know if you got the looks on this one. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. Pretend I threw that at Nick. Yep, time to toss them all at Nick. It's almost like they're directly related by blood. Yep. It was our first case together. Like they share parents or something. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
That day the SL9 incident took place. That wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. How convenient. Interesting. It was dazzling that morning, and by nightfall, or it was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I couldn't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Okay, scars. Wait, there might be some overlap in the gene pool between them. There was something going on behind the scenes in the case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Oh yeah, interesting point that I just thought about. Or, I mean, I've been thinking about, why was Goodman ever fired? Star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They?
What are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean, Damon Gant and Lana Sky. What do you mean? The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second-in-command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of the duo. That duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Or, sorry, transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Wait, you're surprised by this? You knew this. You told me this. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Oh my god.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret? It all started 2 years ago. The amount that you drink, sir, concerns me. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. Uh-oh. It's Lana? He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone— wait! But— wait, Lana admitted in court that she was the one— okay. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. What? Did he just spit the lid? Wait, did I see that right? Did he just grab the lid with his mouth and spit it? What the? Okay. Oh, she also admitting to murdering Goodman. Okay, that is true. Too bad I won't be around to work with you.
When you became a real scientific investigator.
Wait. God dang it. This is Marshall. When you become a real scientific investigator. Sorry, there's something in my throat. Oh yeah, you saw that, right? Adios, Bombina. Fades from existence. Okay, so I'm confused. So how do we get to Gant's office? Do we just go back in? Now Marshall just breaks into a girly voice every now and then. That makes so much sense. It's just a thing she does. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for others, they're all in the conference room. Uh-oh. Thanks. Oh wait, it's the chief. It's the other guy. Okay, sorry, I thought Gant was here. I got scared for a moment. Well, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did, and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Okay.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. We can— okay. You're a little, too okay with us being able to do that.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Oh goodness. You never know whether Texas is going to be spread by a mysterious Lone Ranger or a Mo anime girl. Office? Oh my god. He has an organ in here? What? The organ music immediately. He's goddamn Dracula, yeah. Whoa! Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out the pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Buck.
Okay, well, do you want to play something?
I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Hmm? Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gannon.
Please, make noises. You might think that someone might mistake you for a skulking killer or something. Jeez. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Wait, you were here the whole time? So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? Why are you so obsessed with people swimming? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? My goodness. Wait. This is Dracula's office. I missed that. Wasn't Bach deaf? I don't know. It might have been Beethoven. One of them was deaf. He is 100% a vampire, but like a daytime vampire. Wow, he's one of those productive, positive, you know, like gets early bird gets the worm kind of vampires. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. I think both of them were deaf. That's crazy. Just like amazing musicians and songwriters, and they were deaf. It's the one thing you think you would need is to be able to hear, but it's amazing that like they were able to create such good music. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Huh, it was broken then too. Wait, why is there a spear? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to oh my god. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Oh, the unstable jar. Vase thing. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. Okay. To the record. It's amazing that no one has ever changed their clothes in years. 2 years. They were around loud musical instruments at orchestras all the time with no modern hearing protection or logical medicine. I have no idea how to begin with that word. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's get out together.
Oh. But this office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. I'm gonna hide the crime I've committed. Come with me. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend to. Okay. No modern ear safety or ear medicine. Lots of big musical noise plus no treatment. Yeah, that makes sense. Also get casually being as suspicious as possible.
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. Well, if he's not guilty, I would say he doesn't want you to look around in there because not only has our prying and pestering removed forced him to do extra work to remove an officer from their current position, Marshall, and then on top of that, have him to deal with the press because of Lana's statement. He's probably not too pleased with us.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Well, let's head back in, maybe? Oh, Gumshoe, my favorite pal buddy. So, Gant, said we could go to his office. Can you get us in? Wait, climb through one of his big ass windows or shove Emma down one of the organ piece or pipes. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe! Are you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. Sounds like your feelings hurt, Gumshoe.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Oh, Gumshoe. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No, why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court. That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
What do you got? Edgeworth's crisis. Wait, poor Gumshoe's stuck in the doghouse? Yeah. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but you know there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor keeps him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
Yes. Every person he locked away, probably. As well as anyone pertaining to those cases. Any defense attorneys, all of them don't like him. In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies. Hey Dick, keep up the good work. Add more sugar though, next time. Yes sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime, my treat. Wait. Yes sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay Dick? Yes sir. It seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Uh-oh. Wait. Nick don't say that. Don't implicate your client. Oh no. I missed that. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier with the coffee, while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Stark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl?
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. Uh-oh. Oh, hi Hanksy Panksy, how you doing? Hi Gumshoe, how are you today, bro? Yep, I think he's holding it together, but he's really perturbed about Edgeworth. And also, yeah, things are going pretty good. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Like, it's all written somewhere in there, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Not a bad idea. Okay, let's ask about this first. Joe Dirk was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One does not simply take to serial killing, Phoenix. Just let us read the SL9 documents. Yeah. Nick, just sit down and read. One day on his way home from work, he hit somebody with his car. Okay, that explains a lot.
With his car? So it was an accident.
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Oh my jeez. Then when he was burying the bodies, someone saw. A jogger came upon the scene and he was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. Oh. No. Wait, a businessman moving to serial killing sounds like he wanted a quiet life enhanced. Oh my goodness. Maybe he felt too cruel being a businessman, so he toned it down a little. That's right. Even looks like he had some of the Emma sprites remind me a lot of Maja? Or Maya? Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they based her off of Maya. Cause I think that's the joke that Emma looks like Maya and like her sister Lana looks exactly like Mia. It's kind of funny how they did that. Pretty sure that's deliberate. Yeah. Okay, Prosecutor Marshall. The crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness. AKA Emma. Okay, so we need to show you knife. But where did I put it? Ah, here we go. Knife? About this. Hey! Is that... It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of? What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Good job, Gumshoe. Let's go. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Well, yeah. This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? Wait. Oh, like, Shiki looks exactly like Kuna? I apologize, I probably butchered those names. That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. Mr. Marshall's body? That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. Oh my god. I didn't have to say it that way. Good job, Detective. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fiber. Fiber? That's pretty conclusive. Okay, Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. Switchblade knife updated in the court record. Okay, broken tip was found in the victim's body, belonged to murderer Joe Dark. Well, there you have it, in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Camp. It's not about... it's not money, but it does concern the Chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The Chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around, if that's okay. Even though he told us not to. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. No! We're gonna get Gumshoe fired! No! Oh! Guys, this is not okay! Emma, what are you... Phoenix! No! Seems like a security flaw. It does. What? Really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Thank goodness, Gumshoe. Please, don't get fired on our behalf. Wait, it seems like a... Wait, sorry. Don't worry, E. We'll blame it on us for now. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Good. Stop trying to get Gumshoe fired, Emma! By telling him that we are in making him an accomplice in our crime. The consistent rule breaks in the early games probably inspired the plots in the later games. Oh my goodness. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either, thank goodness. The data was deleted the day he died. But yeah, everyone's is a criminal and Ace Attorney. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into the office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Don't say that. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I share a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap shut. I'll keep that in mind. Sheesh. Okay, you don't want to see the picture? Show him Emma's sick pipe organ skills. If only I could. So the issue is like, okay. So this vase or jar is inside this picture. It's the only thing. There isn't really anything. Like what do I have to show him that would convince him? Wait, every witness in these games, both good and bad, is guilty of perjury. I know what will do it. The badge? Is that it? Wait, show him your badge, of course. He knows me too well. Yeah. Actually, what about this? Okay, never mind. So, this is interesting because evidence from a past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Gant's request. So Gant was the one who requested that Edgeworth go into the evidence room, which makes him look guilty. I feel like there's something. I'll have to eliminate her before she can foil my plans now. Boss? Oh! Interesting. I triggered it. Okay, you don't mind if I put your name on a Boeing whistleblowers report? Do you eat? Wait, what is that? About that jar, I think I've seen it before somewhere. Or maybe it's on one of those memories people have from previous lives. This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. Informative detective I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me. Wait, did the chief yell at you and grab his jar and whack you over the head with it? Is that why it's broken? Chief Gant? Where would I have seen that before? Oh, now I get it. Whistleblowers to Boeing's horrible decline in safety and quality has been having an awful lot of suspicious accidents in recent news. Oh. I see. Suspicious accidents, you say. Let me share a little advice. Wait, what? Wait. No. No. You look at the photo, right? No, wait. It's in the... Those jokes are always about Boeing keeping a hitman on staff. I see. So I showed you the jar and you commented on it. But... why? Aggressively look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. The jar. Why aren't you saying the jar? I don't... You commented on the jar and that how it made it feel like The Office. So... What? This make... Am I missing something? I have to be, right? Because, like, I presented the jar. That clicked something. And then the jar is literally in the background of this photo. Like... Can I not analyze? I don't know. The files? I've been studying up on these files. Oh, okay. That is my alarm, so I'll take a quick break. I believe you don't have what you need yet. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. So, I guess I'll ask about the files, and then next time we'll figure out what we're gonna have to pick up. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back and ready to continue. So I need to find something, but Gumshoe will probably tell us something about these files first, so let's get back into it. Ow. Oh, thank you for the welcome back plushie. Ow. Oh boy. Thank you. Show him the plushies. If only it worked that way. Okay. Ow. Hi Maximus, how you doing? Alright, so I've been setting up on these files. There's nothing wrong with Edgeworth's presentation. I think people accusing him of injustice. Ooh, fun fact, Phoenix Wright is a playable fighter in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, is he? I, for one, ain't buying it, pal. He attacks with objections and paperwork mainly. That's amazing. You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. It was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know? After all, a serial killer was on the loose. But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dark's guilt. Or oh my goodness, my brain. Okay, so there's nothing left to talk about until we find the evidence or something. So, where do we go? He's also a character in the Project X Zone series where he has to defend Heihachi from Street Fighter. My goodness. That is truly amazing. I was wondering if he had any if he was the defense attorney for, I forget what character from Street Fighter it is. It's not the main character, but is it like Kevin or like Ken or like his name is something. He's like the exact clone of the main character, and apparently he has such a tragic backstory, and like he got divorced from his wife or something. I wonder if Phoenix helped him. Ken? Yeah, Ken Masters. Yeah. I wonder if Phoenix helped him in his case, because I think he lost everything or something. Is it the divorce thing is recent lore Street Fighter 6? The poor Ken, this guy. Aw. Okay, so I don't know where to go. So I guess we just move around everywhere until we hit something. Oh, okay, I hit something. Uh-oh. Also, Wright is a defense attorney, not a divorce lawyer. Well, I mean, he's still in law. He could help, right? For however... Wait, Ken's wife is also... Wait, Julie's sister-in-law? I think I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. For however much they matter in this world, or in that world. Wait, Julie? I think, did I say that wrong? No one's here today, not even Miss Star, thank goodness. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. Oh, Guiley? Another character, the American soldier with Sonic Boom signature move. Ah, I see. First syllable is just pronounced like Guy. Okay, so it's like Guiley. I think, maybe. I'm so bad with this. But the E is Guile? Okay, that sounds more familiar. I'm so bad at this. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Yeah, but there's possible murder before then, Phoenix. Did you forget?
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
Wait, that's right. Nice. Like Sonic Boom and Flash Kick, his only 2 moves. Oh no. But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Okay, so... Edgeworth? Help? I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here? Wait, but more importantly, Guile's music theme is awesome and gave birth to Guile's theme, goes with every meme. Goes with everything meme, I see. I love how when he was made an assistant trophy in Smash, his AI is straight up programmed to do nothing but spam Sonic Boom and Flash Kicks. Kick. Most accurate assist trophy. Oh my goodness. He was quick to throw that paper on the floor. He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. Even though I'm making it worse every single time we involve this case. In court.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Can you help us break the law? Wait, I'm rooting for you from the opposite side. Forged evidence? There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility, as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. It's overflowing! All the years, all the trauma, all the emotions. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought this case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only been half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Wait. The T in Edgeworth stands for Cinderay. I can't had the other. Wait, had the other page? Oh, that makes sense. Say, we can just show a picture. Wait. Say, we can just show a picture taken around that time? Wait, what? A picture? Oh, you're hinting at me to... Okay, something strange about it. The day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? Wait, saw a picture? Like the one in Gant's office? Maybe? Is that it? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I've had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this! Also, there's a sword missing from the trophy? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes. Just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? Oh. My apologies? This. Oh yeah! Chief Gant asked you to hold onto that, didn't he? Yes. It was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. Very suspicious! That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because of the chief asked you to? That's right. Okay. So we need to show the picture. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. So, it has the sword, right? It's the same award. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. The missing sword, please. Yes. The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. Go on. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official's prosecutor trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There was a story behind its design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Okay, do you want to explain that, sir? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard of this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Do they? Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Ku? There was an army merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then, again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Ah, Nick getting too excited, yo.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Why? Chief Gant. Okay. Updated? Now what? So... do we present anything else, or are we good? Because because it was a murder weapon. Wait, no! No! Someone murdered someone with the trophy bar. Are you kidding me? Oh. Okay, I assume there's nothing else to do. So, bye? The actual killing blow that murdered Neil was the halberd. No! No! What did Edgeworth drop? Oh, yes. Thank you. Sorry, Edgeworth, I'm... you know. I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth? Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no! He's falling to the ground. Phoenix. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling under my feet. He didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. No! Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died. Oh my gosh. No. Wait. I'm an attorney. See my badge? It's my right to be nosy. To be fair, odds are Nick's not wrong. Odds are that that is what actually happened. Oh my god. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. Edgeworth's Depression Arc 2. Forgery. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright! Please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. No! What do you mean? Oh, wait, actually, yes. Yes, I have... Okay, I see it. Okay, sorry, Edgeworth. I know you're spiraling in crisis mode, and I should probably talk you out of it, but bye! Have a great day! Scratch out Edward's name and writing, yes. There we go. Alright. Excuse me? Oh no! I was really hoping I'd go one day with, Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Is it roast beef? Miss Star! I guess she is out of lunches. Knowing the police department, that might actually work. Oh my goodness. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. That can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. You know what would change? We're getting you an eye test, because I think you're wrong. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Okay, Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Alright. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. Sir, please, I don't want to eat, and certainly not savor your roast beef. We tailed him for half a year. Oh, the pleasure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. Alright, after case closed. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. Okay. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Alright. Legendary duo. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produce the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Like produced as in falsified? Incredible evidence, you mean? Wait. I think I misread that. Oh, yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why. She was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Star. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Okay, being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change. At least, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create a fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Okay? Alrighty. So, if we move, can I head back? Can I move to here? Then can I talk to Gumshoe and give him that paper? Oh, you're back. You're still here. I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. What?
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that DJ.
Uh-huh. So, like, yeah, it's totally, yeah, 100%. Perhaps. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Oh, I think we got something. Detective, if you don't let us in, Edgeworth will resign, and he gave us this letter. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? Let it sink in, Gumshoe. Let it sink in. That's right. No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! He is ever... Is he ever not serious? I can't believe that they've pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
No! Detective!
Do it. Commit the crime! That's it. I've made up my mind.
What?
Here. Take my ID card. We can't do that if someone found out.
They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this. For Edgeworth's sake.
Yay! For Edgeworth!
Alright, detective, thank you. Okay, Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into pocket. Yay! Woo! Actually, I need to... Hang on. Gotta see this. Ooh. Nice ID. Alright. Time to get everyone fired! Let's head to the chief's office. Oh boy.
Here goes, Miss Wright.
Oh. We did it!
We're in! If anyone finds us now...
Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Ah! What? No! Did you just thought you were a ghost.
I don't even know you could slap a ghost. Oh.
Ah!
Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? Made it kind of... Oh, hello, Beaker. How are you doing?
Also, ow.
Oh, also, hello, Harrison. I missed your message. And thank you. It's the only way to defeat a ghost is slap. Have a coffee. Nice. Making a lot of noise though? Making a lot of noise though. Yep. Doing well. Nice. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID card crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Wait, what? We crushed his ID card? What? Hey, don't do that to my card! Wait, why did we crush it? Here's the slipping ghost. Rude. I'm sorry. I hardly ever get the chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. No. Now, come on. Come on. Let's see what we can find out. Got a bad feeling about this. Okay. Salmon. Oh, no, we're lucky. Yep. Let's go. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pike organ, now this armor? Now we know where the funding has been going. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent in my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay.
Shh. Be careful what you say.
Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. Oh boy. Base demo? What? Okay, so we got windows?
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop...
Okay, at first the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window.
Really? Why didn't he?
They said he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh.
Stained glass, or stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Oh boy. Emma about to scientifically shoot at IRS agents that enter her property. She will succeed where Capone failed. Okay. So there's the safe. Are those level 4 plates? Wait, what? This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. What? Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna be able to open a safe? A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. No. No!
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday date. That's it. It's... Okay. You didn't have to tell us. All 7s, hell yeah. Please tell me this is it. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Okay.
What do I do here? Oh, okay. Is it good? Code confirmed. Access granted. Why? Oh, why did it beep like a microwave? Bingo. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 7777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean... Mr. 7? That ID number? I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. It's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Yes. I'd love to. High security microwave? Oh my goodness. Oh. Is my thing having an issue again? Okay. I had a weird thing where it was connecting to chat. Shinies, yeah. Let me know if there's any weird connection issues, because I believe my stream last night disconnected partway through. Twice. So I've got like, instead of one stream video, I have 3. Let's see here. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's, a what? A bag of blood? A steak? Holy water? I don't know. Wait, he's Dracula, so what would Dracula keep hidden? A shard from a broken cup? This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? Oh. Wait. Oh, I thought there was an issue on my end. Yeah, I think there might be an issue with my internet. Chat has been reconnecting on and off, but the stream seems fine. Okay. Oh, man. I mean, if we're going to trespass anyway, might as well rifle through the save. Probably server issues. Okay. Thought that was on my end last night. Nope. Something's definitely off. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in there too. A handprint? What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. Ooh. Are we gonna fingerprint test it? This is a handprint. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. Okay. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case. Afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevance to get them. How are these 2 items related to the SL9 incident? Come on! There's gotta be something we can show the detective. Okay. The thing that you put together? You know? Spent hours looking at? Maybe this? Detective Gumshoe, can you have another look at this chart? I remember when the 3 of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. It was Today? Yesterday? It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, the fragment we just found? You mean this one? That was in the safe. Yes. Yes, that's the one. That was in the safe. Come on, let it sink in. Let it sink in. Come on, you can do it. I'm sure having a good time. Yep. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Yes? Do I have to actually... Oh, okay. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here it goes. Is this really gonna be this hard? Oh no. Wait, can I just... Woo! There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. This is getting intense. I don't think it needs more cracks, Phoenix. You see, how did you know where it went? I don't. That's just a hunch. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached is different from the others. Do you mean the large amount of blood? Or red marks? There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Okay, unstable jar updated in the court record. Okay, that's object number 1. Now we have leather. Can I fingerprint the leather? Why does it seem to spell Emma? Wait. Does it? I am not seeing it. Am I blind? Did I miss it? Oh, you see a smiley face? It's at an angle. Okay. Wait. Trying so hard to orient this thing. Okay, let's try that. And then... Is it? I'm not seeing it. Wait. Top is an E, then you have part of an M. Oh, wait, yes. I kind of see what you're talking about now. Okay. So you're like this kind of like part is the E, this is the M. Kind of going like this, and this is the A. With the 5 dot. Okay, I see it. Hey, look here! It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece the chief has is different, though. The blood stains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one's a line.
That is odd.
Can I spritz it?
Actually, can I... Dang it. Hey, I just bought some of that stuff. Now I can go around detecting blood traces too.
Wow! Is that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. And 3 inches to your base height?
Base height.
Hey, let me see that.
Looming tall, new and improved growth formula? You mean this can't detect any blood traces?
Well, it's not quite the same thing as luminol.
That's amazing. Yeah, and the bottom dots, yeah, okay. So that's why the lady at the counters had that smirk on her face. Wait. Or it's like, oh, I see, but I don't think there are any, Nas in this case law? Yeah, I don't think so. So... handprint. Oh! If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information. So that's why I have to get it all out of my system now. You understand, don't you?
Don't be so negative, Detective. We do want you to share your information, though.
Oh, who am I fooling? I never had anything useful to share to begin with.
No! Got to stay positive.
Just look at Marshall's outfit. It looks like the leather. Can I present the fingerprint powder? Maybe inspect the photo? Maybe. State PMA, or he's going to start into... Oh my goodness. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
It's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go to town. Yeesh. Can we get the leather piece, please? What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead. Take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth we found in the safe. Oh, haha. I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Yeesh, where's your sense of humor? Not how that works.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. No! The worst cliffhanger. I'm gonna have to stop. We'll have to wait till next time to see who this fingerprint belongs to. Oh, and thanks for coming. Also, I would not want to have to try to lift fingerprints from an old wrinkled up cloth yet.
I don't think it should work. Alrighty, so for now, I'll put up some scheduling information. So I stream from Fridays to Mondays, 2 times each day. Tonight, approximately 4 hours from now, I will be streaming Ghost Trick. And then for Friday, next week, I will be continuing with some Portal 2 for the morning stream and some Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Saturday will be some Project Zomboid and Control. Sunday will be Amnesia the Bunker with some more Control. And next Monday, for the earlier stream, I will continue with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yeah. Alrighty, so thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again. Alrighty, bye!